get to defeat Hania, make her see the light, and expose Cautilia!
Hell yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Elemental Nation, back for another Genshin Impact adventure. This is day 5 of the fabulous Fungus Frenzy event.
Ladies and gentlemen, after some fierce competition in the round so far, we arrive at long last at the final of the Nilutpala Cup.
Hell yeah.
It's time to find out who is the very best beast tamer of all, Hania or the Traveler. If the winner of the final round makes it through the ultimate trial, they will acquire my entire fortune. It will then be their responsibility to continue hosting this tournament into the future and to promote the philosophy of peaceful coexistence throughout all of Tivat.
Hell yeah.
Huh. Cautilia isn't here today. Oh, this is our chance. After the final match and the ultimate trial, we'll go tip off Elhingen and confront Cautilia head-on.
Hell yeah.
Nico? Layla? You're here!
What's up, y'all? Mika? What's up, Layla? How you doing?
Much as I expected. The insufferable research maniac has exposed his true colors to our two protagonists. You seem to be edging ever closer to the truth. Holding off on reporting Cautilia to the Academia seems like a sensibly cautious decision at this stage. Who's to say if Cautilia, or indeed anyone else for that matter, is really who they appear to be?
Yeah, we can't afford to let our guards down now. We gotta fight Hania first, the strongest beast tamer out there. And we still have no idea what
we
we're
better
in
be
for
the
without
strongest
Hania's ultimate
ones.
trial. Oh, how are we gonna get through to Hania, though?
The answer should be quite obvious by now, surely. Take all of our fungi and defeat her fair and square.
Hell yeah.
Force her to let go of her stubborn attitude and listen to the truth.
I believe in you guys. I know you'll be able to get her to come around.
Hell yeah. Thanks for all your support.
Ah, yeah! Bongo Head,
Excuse me.
Whirly Whirly, and Pizarra! The tightest power trio in all of Shroomdom!
Hell yeah.
Powers combined. Winning this final will be easier than taking a radish from a hilly churl.
Fuck yeah. Let's start. Huh. Let's do this. You're no match, Hania.
The day has finally arrived, Traveler and Paimon. I
It
warned you
has.
not to get emotionally attached to the fungi. You have to treat them as your pawns. But it seems like you haven't changed one bit. In which case,
and neither have
this
you.
match will be a short one.
You're the one that needs to change.
Yeah! When we send Bongo Head and buddies into action, it's like clockwork, and we ain't about to stop ticking!
Hell yeah.
Time to show you how a real beast tamer fights. Your feeble strategy will be your undoing.
My
Go, Pyro
feeble?
One!
You're gonna realize that you're completely stupid. But also, I need to know not to go after the fire one first. If anything, I need to go after anything else but that fire one first.
Torch 'em all!
Go after that one next. Go out to that one. Reach my limit. I'm about to take you out. Here, let me do the final blow. That's not the final blow, but still. You're like way more pathetic than the person I had to fight 2 rounds ago. Like, this is stupid. How are you not that strong?
Pyro 1, why did you hold back?
You're the one giving the orders. Pyro has become more than just a pawn to you.
Don't blame Pyro 1, Hania. And don't force yourself to do something you don't want to.
Yeah.
You started having second thoughts when Pyro 1 got injured during the semifinals, didn't you? You never met a well-matched opponent until you fought Miko, and now us had you. So you never had to put Pyro 1 or any of your other fungi in danger before. When you saw one of your fungi get injured for the first time, you realized you felt compassion for it.
Compassion? You really think I feel anything for these fungi?
Yeah, it's painfully obvious.
Hania, you grew up listening to terrible tales about the horrors of fungi. Paimon completely understands how they make you feel. But that doesn't mean that you should just treat a buddy who stands by you here as your arch enemy. You won't be able to lie to yourself forever. We fight off fierce fungi all the time, and we always used to think of them as monsters too. The whole reason we entered this tournament is because we didn't want fungi causing any trouble. But
Yeah.
after meeting Bongo Head, we realized that if you just give them some time and treat them well, the gentler fungi will get to know you and treat you like they're friends.
Hell yeah.
At the very least, treat fungi like they're on your side. Not as your pawns, and certainly not as your enemies.
Yeah.
Please, learn to trust Pyro 1 and your other fungi friends.
Say no to prejudice.
Enough! Don't patronize me. In case you've forgotten, this match isn't over yet.
Oh yeah, it is. You wanna go there?
Hold up. Your sobering splash to the face and defeat Hania once and for all.
I'll go out to Pyro 1 specifically this time.
Pyro 1.
Excuse me.
Give it your all, Pyro 1. Show them what you're truly made out of.
I didn't even aim for the for your other fungi, and I already took them out. Now, what were you saying, Hania?
Just before the most important step of all, I failed.
Just give up.
You two, you were the only ones who could stop me. But how when your mindset is so childish?
Then you'll finally, we'll show you how. Then you'll finally understand.
Hania, as we agreed, you have to hear us out now that we've won.
Yeah.
But let's put that aside for now. Can we bring Pyro 1 along for the ultimate trial?
Pyro 1? You want to take it with you?
Yeah.
Yep. We want to pass the ultimate trial with everyone's fungi side by side. Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, Blitzara, and Pyro 1.
We'll make sure they're all properly looked after.
We looked through your notebook that day after we spoke to you, and it cleared up a lot of things. You're right to be concerned about the dangers of fungi, up to a point. Wisdom orbs come with health risks to some people. This tournament shouldn't have been promoted so widely, and there are limits to how closely fungi and humans can coexist in general. However, by making constant improvements to the wisdom orb and using it for friendly communication with the fungi, we can figure out which are the nice ones and gradually learn more about them.
Hell yeah.
Fine, if that's what you want. I lost, so I don't get to call the shots. And I guess p.1 would rather be with someone who actually cares about it.
Hey!
Cheer up, Hania. I'm sure you mean a lot to p.1. We have more important stuff we gotta tell you after the ultimate trial.
True. Regarding your ancestors.
That's right. You'll see things differently after you know the story. Paimon just knows it.
I just had to say, what a magnificent duel. A battle between competing philosophies, as well as a showdown between two top beast tamers.
Elhingen? What are you doing in the arena?
Yeah.
Why, I'm here to witness the final duel and the winner's spectacular performance in the ultimate trial. How could I possibly miss such a milestone moment in this tournament's history?
Huh.
Come now, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to prove yourselves. I have no doubt that you'll play a significant role in bringing this tournament to a whole new level.
Alrighty then. The Fatui?
What's going on here? Why are the Fatui everywhere? Elhingen, the arena's been taken over by bad guys. We'll deal with them. Get yourself to safety.
No, he's a part of them.
Wait a second. Where is the exit?
The arena hasn't been taken over by bad guys. This was all part of Elhigen's plan.
The Traveler is correct. Nothing gets past you, does it? In which case, I presume you planned for this eventuality, no?
Wait, this is all wrong. Isn't this the ultimate trial? Cautilia's supposed to be the villain. He was just using this tournament for his own agenda and he tricked you into sponsoring him.
Not far off. You're right about Cautilia's motivations. This started when he discovered a promising use for a forgotten technology. So I bought his loyalty and organized this tournament to expand the reach of his technology. Though I must say, I never expected a prize catch like yourself to take the bait so eagerly.
Not as eagerly, you're confessing to your crimes.
So, you weren't being fooled by Cautilia. It was you using him. This whole time you were just another lousy Fatui. Oh, now Paimon's mad. So
That's
much
where you
for
got your
warning you about
fortune.
Cautilia. Boglehead, get him!
Oh, look at you. I've got chills down my spine. But I'm afraid that's not happening.
Whirly,
What?
Blitzara, Pyro-Wing, what's going on?
Cautilia added a handy little back door in the wisdom orbs. As soon as I send the command, all fungi under their control report to me instead.
You slimy piece of shit. A back door?
So, this whole tournament, it was just an elaborate ploy to get other people to capture fungi for you. And now you're gonna make them all into your evil minions.
Very impressive. You hit all the key notes there. I hold the tournament a few times, build up an army of fungi living amongst the people. And then I can create all kinds of damage. You have to understand, this is a huge opportunity for me. My
You're
accomplishments
disgusting.
will eclipse those of my other comrades. And then, my dear Master Dottore, who left because of you, will finally realize that I can still be worth something to him.
Dottore. You've worked for Dottore before?
But now, I think I might go one step further. Getting rid of you would be doing a major service for all the Fatui, from the foot soldiers to the harbingers. This could be a career-making moment for me. I'll finally earn Master Dottore's respect. I'll just say it was a tragic accident. You placed too much trust in the fungi, tried to push past the limits, and ended up causing the whole arena to collapse, with you still inside. Once
How would
this
that even be
domain sealed
believable?
off, no one will ever find you. I'll have Cautilia assume all liability and criminal charges, then inform the academia. After that, I'll invest even more into this tournament in the name of honoring your memory. I'll promote it harder. The competitions will be bigger and more frequent.
There's a giant plot hole in your plan, and that's the fact that I defeated a fucking god before. I've defeated a sea god. I defeated the electro archon. I've defeated the pet dragon to the animal archon. Excuse me. I've took down on all three. I took down 3 harbingers on Child, Signora, and Skittermoosh. So better question is, how the fuck are you gonna take me down? How delusional are you?
You selfish, double-crashing monster! How could you?
Don't worry, Paimon. He's just too stupid to understand. We're way too
Just about
powerful.
enough from you, mister! You'll never get away with this. What are we gonna do? You don't have any weapons on you, and our shroom buddies won't respond to us anymore.
It's every man or shroom from the cells. I have faith in Bonglehead.
Take your time. Pit fungi against fungi and warriors against warriors. I want the traveler to see his buddy being destroyed. Then, once his faith is utterly shattered, put him out of his misery, quickly and painlessly. I accept that our actions thus far have not been beyond reproach. But at least we can give the traveler the ceremonious final farewell that they deserve.
You're a real fool.
Go ahead, use your something, anything, water balloon, wake everyone up! Bongohead, are you okay?
There are too many of them.
This isn't right. I've activated the backdoor command 3 times now on the floating hydro fungus. Why is it still obeying the traveler? Is Cautilia's device malfunctioning?
No.
Oh dear.
It was never made for
the
that.
poor thing still hasn't realized.
Yay, Miko!
The technology in the wisdom orb does make fungi more obedient to their beast tamers, but all it does to achieve this is suppress some of their basic instincts, allowing them to communicate with their owner as effectively as any other animal.
Hell yeah.
The trust that these 4 fungi place in their beast tamers, and the bond they now share, have grown stronger than the wisdom orb.
Yai, Miko! You broke the domain sealing spell?
Please. You thought your crude replicas could keep me out? You appear to have woefully underestimated who you're dealing with. Not to mention that shoddily designed backdoor command. Did you honestly believe that no one would notice the litany of vulnerabilities in your grand plan?
Curses!
Miko, Layla, and Hania too!
What's up,
Oh, hang
Hania?
in. So this was all you're doing?
Yep.
Whatever threat the fungi might pose, your nefarious ambitions are the true menace here.
Come on, Miss Yai. Let's go help them.
Easy now, Layla. All that's left for us to do now is to watch and wait. The bond of companionship is not something so easily severed by the designs or devices of humans.
Hell
Yet,
yeah.
Zara, you haven't completed your mission yet. You're not thinking of giving up now, are you?
Oh my.
Huh? Look! Blitzara's back to normal!
Is this the moment Miss Yai said we were waiting for?
Hell yeah.
Twirly Whirly, I believe in you. Take this crook down.
It's okay. You did great.
The backdoor command is wearing off! They're all returning to normal!
Hell yeah.
Still doubting what your heart tells you, Hania? You're afraid. Afraid to accept that the fungus you treated as a pawn now trusts you completely. Because then you'll be forced to face your true feelings, which you have been trying so desperately to escape from. But don't keep your fungus waiting much longer. Look, now that it's no longer under the Wisdom Orb's control, it's waiting for your orders.
P.1, are you really waiting for me? I'm sorry. I've been so harsh on you, but you still trust me. Go. Do what you have to do.
Well, one way or another, it looks like all the fungi have returned to their senses! Great! Shame on you, Elhingen! You're about to pay for what you've done!
Hell yeah.
Hold the line and keep your heads. They're just a handful of fungi. We still have the upper hand.
Frozen. Crisp.
Is that so? Y'all are pathetically weak. This is the quickest I've seen anyone be taken down by fungi. You're literally having elements on your side, which is better than regular people, and somehow you're just as weak.
Unfortunate fault.
Man, this is probably one of my most favorite part of the event, just defeating the Fatui with the fungi.
Just begun. This was well done. You can't run. Well, feels cold. This isn't over. Detoxifying it. Shooting up her looks like I went too far.
Come on now.
That seemed to an unfortunate fault. I must collect myself.
Full force. No, what was that about just a few fungi?
Measly fungi? This is absurd.
Where do you think you're going?
Miko, why didn't you stop him?
I'm just a tourist. As far as I'm aware, I don't have the authority to detain anybody within Sumeru's borders. Is that not the case for you too? Still, you needn't worry. He won't escape. You'll see once you get back to the tournament arena.
True. See now.
Cryptic. Well, no time to figure that one out. On with the chase! You're from the Core of 30!
Would you look at that? You finally made your move.
By order of the General Mahamatra, we're here to arrest Elhingen for grave crimes and Kautilya for academic misconduct. The General Mahamatra has been watching Kautilya closely for some time. He's busy dealing with other affairs today, so he couldn't find the time to apprehend the offenders himself. Thankfully, with all the evidence you gathered, we were able to swiftly bring this case to a conclusion. The General Mahamatra wrote a letter for the two of you. Please, take a look.
I see now. Partner General Mahamatra returned to his post. The Matra were starting to suspect that Kautilya was up to something. Kautilya and Elhingen partnered up with him, keeping the most important evidence hidden. If it weren't for the Traveler and Paimon's help in providing crucial evidence, the Matra might have spent a longer time investigating the duo's actions. The Wisdom Orb and Floor Jelly were indeed derived from the capturing device and Withering Potion, the latter two share similarities to the Omni-Ubiquity Net from Inazuma, which originates from Liyue's Objectus Arts. Therefore, one could say the two technologies are based on solid references. However, the capturing device and Withering Potion aren't thoroughly validated due to insufficient development time. They're experimental items created by amateur researchers for controlling dangerous creatures. These items must result in a horrific accident and therefore should no doubt be locked away forever. Kautilya made use of his stats and Elhingen's funds to bribe relevant personnel. He obtained samples and documents, then hired a few talented students to work on enhancing the two products. By making them safer and more reliable, Kautilya would then use the instrument as a cover for his true intentions, causing damage in Sumeru. The Matra rounded up another group of Amerta scholars to develop a countermeasure that targeted Kautilya's backdoor command. They planted it into specific wisdom orbs and handed them out to the Mata on shift at the arena. If anything happens on the countermeasure would be to put use. Fortunately, everything went smoothly with the tournament. No one was hurt and there were no property losses. Excuse me. The tournament even brought financial gain to Port Ormos. As of now, all involved personnel within the academia have been detained. They shall face judgment. Cito, leader of this operation, has confirmed all locations of interest. Criminals at large are highly likely to show up around these areas. The core authority can acquire them with no more than a limited number of people. As for Elhingen, the results of the initial investigation reveals that 60% of his sponsor funds came from illegal sources. The rest were his business earnings in Sumeru. Because his Fatui informant is quite a complicated case, the academia will arrange for specialized personnel to deal with this matter. Traveler and Paimon, I have included Cito's report at the front of this letter. Take a look if you're interested. It may help you understand the situation better. The enthusiastic participants and audience do not deserve to be deceived like this. I will be using Alhinken's business earnings as prize money for the participants and compensation for other relevant people. If the funds are not enough, the extra amount will be included in Catilia's fine. The Beast Tamers tournament has a positive influence and might become a well-known as Gene's Invocation TCG, so it doesn't need to be discontinued just because of two schemers. In the eyes of the general public, you two have taken over as the hosts of this event. Please don't worry too much. I trust that you'll arrange for things accordingly. Lastly, please say hello to Gyuji Yai on my behalf. If the chance arises, I could like to spar with her in a duel. I hope she'll not be very against some powerful decks with certain styles. Oh, so that's what you meant. That's cute.
I've been keeping an eye on this competition too.
Hell yeah.
People must have been secretly investigating at the same time we were. Lucky we had some backup.
The timing worked out perfectly.
All right, we'll take the suspects away now. The area will be unattended while we're gone, but with you here, I can put my mind at ease.
Ooh.
You might think this is over, but mark my words. You haven't seen the last of me. Or Master Dottore.
Oh, quit while you're behind, loser! Have fun in prison, you fatui lowlife!
See ya.
Wait, Sino mentioned that he used our evidence, so is that where Miko was going after the last 16?
Probably.
Hand it in and make a report?
Probably.
Oh, please, spare me that look. I didn't sign up for any of this. I'm supposed to be having a nice vacation, but all sorts of vexing issues keep managing to find their way to me. After the round of 16, I simply took a walk around Sumeru City with my editors. I did have a very brief conversation with the General Mahamatra, but only because he happened to be passing by at the time. The evidence you gathered was the key to solving this case.
The more you try playing it down, the more confusing it all sounds.
Yeah.
Anyway, now that the organizer and the sponsor have both been arrested, what should we do about the fungi in this tournament?
Keep
The
'em.
rules still stand. These little ones won the tournament and passed the ultimate trial, which means they'll be taking Elhingen and Cautilia's place. From now on, everything about this tournament will be up to these two to decide. And after all the experience they've gained, I'm sure they are more than up to the task.
First things first, we need to tell Hania the truth.
Lady Kitsune told me everything. The fungi that attacked my ancestors were out of control because they'd gone berserk. Everything
her
I
name
thought
is
I knew
Yari
about the
Miko?
fungi was based on a misunderstanding. I took it all much too far.
It's okay.
We didn't get to say anything!
Haha.
Miko, why did you have to steal our thunder?
Yeah.
If by that you mean thank you, Miko, then you're welcome. Hania needed a little pep talk to perk her up so that she would join us in taking a stand against Elhingen. How else was I supposed to motivate her?
You don't have to say
Oh.
anymore. I was too close-minded. I know that now. I kept telling myself the same things, lying to myself until I became numb. But now I've seen the truth with my own eyes. Even without the wisdom orb, p.1 willingly followed my instruction. It trusted me all along. I hold my hands up. I was wrong. You're well within your rights to criticize me, and I accept whatever punishment you deem appropriate.
Now, where's that person who
Punishment?
who thinks too highly of
What did you take
Hania?
this for? Sure, you said some pretty scary things, and you were way too strict with Pyro 1, but clearly you've already learned your lesson.
Hell yeah.
Wait, actually, having said that, Paimon has an idea!
Me too.
Alright, Paimon's got it. Let's go tell everyone else what we came up with.
The victory speech is yours to make, Paimon. At least finally Paimon gets to do something.
Paimon's first time speaking to so many people from a stage like this.
Go on, Paimon.
Paimon's getting butterflies.
You talk to me so
Paimon and
much.
the Traveler are super happy that we were lucky enough to win this tournament and even expose a criminal conspiracy while we were at it. The responsibility for continuing to hold this tournament in the future now lies in our hands. Now, they may have thrown the organizer and the sponsor in jail, but you can all breathe a huge sigh of relief because the prizes are still being issued as promised.
Hell yeah.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about!
That's a good call.
However, unfortunately, the wisdom orbs currently have a harmful effect on their surrounding environment, so they pose a risk to people's health. This means that we won't be able to keep our fungi friends around for the long term. So, for the sake of everyone's well-being, over the coming days, we recommend that everyone entrust their fungi into the care of the best darn beast tamer in town, Hania!
Hell
But
yeah.
you won't be away from them for too long. While Hania takes care of your fungi, we'll be talking to the academia with the goal of trying to resolve the current issues with the wisdom orb as soon as possible. And of course, this tournament was so much fun. It'd be a real shame if it was a one-off affair. I'm unsure you've got a big appetite for more fungi fun and games.
Hell yeah.
So once the technical issues are all sorted out, and we're all reunited with our fungi friends, let's battle it out all over again!
Oh, so that's my punishment.
Think of it more as a reward for being the runner-up.
Hell yeah.
Don't think of it that way, Miss Hania. Spending time with shroom buddies is actually really fun. Right, Twirly Whirly? I'm gonna miss you, Twirly Whirly. Take good care of my best shroom buddy. Oh.
Traveler, Paimon, Layla, and Lady Kitsune. What can I say? You're a fascinating bunch.
Come on, Hania! We announced the official decision with everyone watching. You better look alive!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. I get it. As a beast tamer, I accept your proposal. I will do my utmost to care for these fungi and treat them like the treasured companions that they are to their masters.
Thank you.
Now those sound like the words of an awesome person called Hania that Paimon wants to be friends with. Just wish you'd shown us this Hania sooner.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, let's spend some final quality time with our shroom buddies. Then we'll all meet up in Port Ormos.
Let's do this. Well, that is all it for today for part 1 of day 5. Thanks for watching. I shall see you, ladies and gents, in the Elemental Nation of the Genshin Impact adventure. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications. In the Adasha, Avisosk.